was his prank.
Hello, here we are on the Retrocade Podcast, episode 6. We've got a special guest here today, and before we introduce him, I'm going to introduce myself. I'm Phil.
Sean, it's good to be back. After a little hiatus of sorts.
Yeah, we had another 2-week hiatus. So we are here to talk about Comic-Con and many other things. We got a lot of stuff we're going to go over.
Hopefully, with our special guest as well, we delve deep into the comic universe, especially Marvel.
Absolutely.
We'll do an Antman review, and we'll tie in some comic book history and comic book tie-ins as well.
We're going to delve deep into the world of Marvel and Antman with our special guest and Marvel expert, Mikey. Mikey, introduce yourself.
Hey now, what's up, guys? Straight out of Rikers with my two buddies. Yeah. You know, about to have a good time and smash this. Let's go, guys.
So if you want to start, especially within the comic theme here is the Batman, Superman.
Okay, we'll
finally have footage of it, releasing it.
Okay, that's not Marvel, but we'll go.
What we're doing with this in this comic.
We'll go into it. Yeah, sure. So Batman v Superman trailer dropped at Comic-Con, and it looks pretty epic. Everybody seemed to on the internet, people are exploding. Like, when it came on the scene. And, everyone heard that Ben Affleck was going to be the new Batman. People were kind of like, what? Ben Affleck?
Yeah, but hasn't the person that played Batman always been a joke? Like George Clooney and like guys like that?
Well,
I agree that we're there. But George Clooney was the worst
The
Batman.
key of the George Clooney joke was his nipples were, specialized
That's
on the suit.
Joel Schumacher nipples. He put the nipples on the suits. Yeah, that was awful. But that movie was a joke. That movie's an embarrassment. You're coming from the Dark Knight Batmans. Those are epic Batmans.
But what about what's his name too? Val Kilmer.
Yeah, Val Kilmer. To be honest, I didn't think Val Kilmer was that bad though.
Batman though.
I thought Did you think Val Kilmer was that worse than
Clooney was the worst of the worst.
Clooney was the worst of the worst.
Absolutely worst.
Equally as bad.
Michael Keaton. He looked like a fucking ween.
I know he was no
his
Batman.
Body mass is zero. He's 6 foot.
Thin, small dude. He was not like a diesel Batman.
But that's how Tim Burton's Batman was in the comic. Like he was a regular dude.
Yeah, but I always loved Keaton's Batman, and then I didn't even hate Kilmer's Batman. All right, and then
he has a secret Kilmer.
Well, now he's a blob, but I thought he was a lot better than Batman and Robin pulling in George Clooney. That was a joke. And that whole movie was a freeze is coming.
The music video is like "Kissed by a Rose," and they're running in the background.
Yeah, that's Batman. Is that Batman Forever or Batman and Robin?
He's with Robin. No, he's with Robin in the video, so it's pretty ridiculous.
Well, Robin is in Batman Forever.
Yeah, Batman Forever was the appearance of Robin, and then there was Batman and Robin with the appearance of
Batgirl.
Yeah.
Horrendous, but she looked good though. She certainly
at least
looked
she's
good.
Silverstone. I would have opened up her Silverstone.
That was the time to open her up. Now she's not too good looking.
Well, 15 years have passed, or 13 years, or no, 18 years. That movie came out in '97. Yeah. So, but all right. So everybody, kind of laughed at the Ben Affleck thing, and like you said, people laughed at the George Clooney, but that's the problem. George Clooney Batman was a fucking joke.
Joke is completely the term.
People weren't laughing at Clooney then. We're laughing at him now.
Yeah, but did you think Clooney would have been a good Batman? And he was, and he sucked. The whole movie sucked. I think he regrets it terribly.
He's a good Bruce Wayne. He has the kind of playboy guy doing all this partying, rich suits.
I guess
he could do the Bruce Wayne character on point. But when it comes to him wearing a suit, fighting anyone on a serious
level,
level,
out the slide whistle, he fucking sucked. But so the thing is now coming off these serious brooding Batmans, do you think Ben Affleck has the chops to pull off a great? Not just Bruce Wayne, but Batman.
I think it has more to do with the writing. I think that's going to be the factor. Because, all right, it's Ben Affleck. He's not the greatest actor, but it all has to do with the writing.
He's had a recent turnaround of some movies.
Yeah, Gone Girl was
Gone Girl.
Gone Girl was good.
Absolutely not.
Gone Girl was good, but
The Town was all right.
I mean, he physically got Diesel for this Batman role. I mean, he's jacked now. I don't know what they gave him.
But this Batman is middle-aged. And
he was an older Batman.
You know.
Gray, little salt pepper.
Yeah, like, you know, and the costume's a lot different. It's not like the Batman Begins Batman.
No.
This is costumes more, you know, more clothy, more old school.
Yeah.
I would also say it's more
It looks
Frank
like
Miller-esque.
Yeah, it looks like Frank Miller Batman.
It's less gadgety and more just
traditional.
Yeah.
When he's in the sort of Iron Man suit.
Right, that's the Iron Man Batman suit.
Which was in the Dark Knight Rises.
It's less armory than the last few Batman.
But he used it in Miller to fight. Frank Miller, he used it.
So this is like I would assume a kryptonite-encrusted suit to fight Superman.
Well, there's like kryptonite weapons, you know, missiles and gauntlets and stuff of that nature.
You're going to need that if it's a man versus, you know,
a god,
Superman,
essentially. It's a god,
yeah,
you know.
It's a fucking invincible guy. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, but coming off of the last Superman movie, the what was it called? The fucking Cape friggin' Stooge. What was the name of the last Batman?
The Dark Knight Rises, wasn't it?
The last Superman movie. What
Man
was
of Steel.
Man of Steel. They
thought it was done well.
Couldn't even call it a Superman movie. Oh, you thought it was done well when they like?
It was okay.
It was like 9/11 times 1,000. Nah, I mean Superman should be more lighthearted. You can't do the dark brooding Dark Knight thing with Superman.
Super light. He's going to be just too powerful and boring. You snooze.
But they have to do the dark thing because that's the only way they could be taken seriously. Like, because then you're just gonna have a guy running around in his underwear,
saving cats.
Yeah, but
Why
that's
is he
my
saving
point.
cats?
It's like, how could I take it seriously when it is a guy flying around?
You don't see him saving AIDS patients or crack addicts,
and he like
saving cats.
Snapped General Zod's neck.
If you're Superman, why are you? I know you know, Lois Lane, you have an infatuation. But why are you working as a newscaster? Come on, seriously.
Beats me.
It's a bum job, person.
Yeah.
Superman, why are you fucking working?
It's just a front, bro. Remember, he's the one. They said this in Kill Bill.
His disguise is great. Glasses.
Yeah, glasses, and some less slick hair.
Glasses and a cheap suit.
Yeah, Steve. He is. He's Steve Sperling by day and Jesus by night. But I mean, but again, like they said in Kill Bill 2, he's the one superhero that his disguise is the person. You know, Batman is Bruce Wayne, and his alter ego is Batman. Yeah. You know, Peter Parker is Peter Parker, and his alter ego is Spider-Man.
That's pretty. That never even occurred to me.
Superman is Kal-El, but his alter ego is Clark Kent. He's Superman first. You know, he's Kal-El first. So he's the one character, and they say that in Kill Bill, and he's the one superhero that is like that. But getting off topic a little bit, I mean, we all saw the trailer, and I do think the trailer's good. I think the movie's gonna be good. I think it's definitely gonna be better than Man of Steel.
I read a recent development today. Actually, I read it that so Zack Snyder, the director,
right.
His son is gonna be cast as Robin. He's a relatively new guy. I think he's 19 years old, but we're not sure if it's in flashbacks. Because in the Comic-Con stills,
I prefer that.
There's a Robin suit.
Yeah. Spray painted by
on
Joker.
it,
Yeah.
Meaning it's probably Joker already killed him. Because the Joker has a suit graffiti, which, you know, in the Batman universe, the Joker does, in fact, kill one of the Robins.
Yeah. I mean, are they gonna bring that in? But the thing is the Joker gonna be in this movie?
Is
what's his name gonna be in here? Is Jared Leto?
They're saying that there's a good possibility that they're gonna do a flashback of Leto killing.
Is it
Robin.
going to be Leto?
It is Leto.
Joker?
Leto as Joker.
I didn't know that.
Because there is a brief cameo with Affleck in Suicide Squad, so there's a good possibility.
That's true. We're gonna go into that. We're gonna go into that.
Joker won't be in the actual story, but he will be in a flashback. So Leto himself will make an appearance in the movie, but not that's affects the storyline itself.
Yeah, they might as well tie them together. And I think that being said, we'll segue into the Suicide Squad trailer, which was shown at Comic-Con, then leaked, and then they showed the original one. You know, like obviously you can't stop the piracy at Comic-Con. Like if these companies, Sony and Warner Bros., they think they're gonna really get away with
None
all
of the guests are technically advanced people. You know, they're not like, oh, how do I film this?
Yeah, I mean, they're just they'll put it on their cell phones and they'll get it out there. But okay, so the 10 things that we could get from Suicide Squad trailer and we'll go go into it right now. Batman does make a cameo. He's on the car with the Joker and Harley Quinn inside it.
And
right?
it's Affleck as Batman, right?
Definitely, I would think so. That was filmed in
Toronto.
Yeah, that was filmed in Canada.
That was the scene we seen when he was on the G37 with Harley Quinn.
Is it the G37? No, it's an R8, right? It's like an I got a picture of it here. What do you think of this?
It's a Lamborghini, isn't it?
I thought it might be a Lambo actually, because it's like I thought this was an R8, but nah, it probably. No, we're gonna go ahead and say it's a Lambo. So it's like a looks like a purple Lamborghini. Yeah. So all right. So we'll go right into Harley Quinn's representation in this movie. Yeah, we're on.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, so yeah, we're gonna go right into Harley Quinn's representation. I mean, like you said, like she looked good in Wolf of Wall Street. She had that accent down pat.
Long Island
accent, which
was the Brooklyn accent.
Yeah, the Brooklyn accent. Yeah, exactly. So
Bay Ridge, correct?
Yeah, she was from Bay Ridge, Duchess of Bay Ridge. So, but that's very similar to the Harley Quinn's accent in the show. Hey, Puddin', Mr. J.
Mr. J, exactly.
So, so that's good, and she's gonna look good. I mean, what do you guys think?
I think she's hot, and I've always liked that Harley Quinn as a villain with the Joker. I'm not a fan of DC boy lovers, but I do like Harley Quinn, and I do like Margot Robbie, and I think it's gonna be awesome.
So, he's a Marvel fanboy.
Mikey's a Marvel fanboy.
I'm more of a DC contrast.
It's funny when you go on YouTube and you got all these young kids that are like, you faggot Marvel faggots, or like faggot DC's like, chill out, kids. You all love comics,
Well, actually, Harley Quinn, interesting side note, was actually created for the original animated series.
Yes.
Never appeared in the
started
comics.
in the 90s.
So her first appearance
that's
is
why
actually
I like
on the
her
cartoon
so
show.
I know.
And that's why we all kind of relate to her. In our childhood, we're like, oh.
I know that character very well because I watched that show through and through. I've seen every episode of the Batman animated series.
It humanizes the Joker, and it's funny because it humanizes him, but it takes away her humanity by being affiliated with him.
Right.
Kind of
it makes him more human because he's got a girlfriend, and makes her less human because
she's a sociopath.
Yeah, exactly. So that works out really well, and I think that finally to see it done in real, on screen should be really well. And
so, Mikey, what's your general perception of the Joker then?
Yeah, we'll go into the Joker now.
This Joker looks thuggish, urban.
Yeah, he's an urban.
He has fronts
with the ink. Yeah, the fronts
jacked,
and ink.
He has tattoos.
Yeah, he's ripped.
I kind of like the way it looks. I thought the Leto Joker was going to be more of an acidy, three-piece suit, filthy, crazy type Joker. He looks more of an insane, thuggish type Joker to me.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, if you can do the contrasting Jokers, Ledger was just a sociopath murderer. He just was a terrorist. He was killed for fun, was a terrorist.
Right.
When he burned the money, I just want to watch the world burn.
Well, that was fun.
It was great. It was powerful footage.
Yeah.
Then you had Nicholson, who was this prankster thief. He was about actually stealing money and acquiring wealth.
But he was also a murderous sociopath, too. With the Axis chemicals, putting the chemicals together. Chances are, you bought them already! Well, love that.
That's but there's different phases to the character.
Sure. But he was a murderer from the get-go, the way that they put that character, because he was originally Jack Napier.
The Red Hood. Similar, not to get confused with the other Red Hood.
Right.
The big red helmet falls in the chemical vat, Ace Chemical.
Yeah. So they kind of combine that like that, because that wasn't really. That's not the original Joker.
Leto's Joker is more urban.
Yeah.
But I also think he has to kind of fit into the theme of the movie.
Yeah, exactly, because it's more of a punkish, street grit, dirtbag theme.
Exactly. It's more of an urban, gritty theme.
Yeah.
And if you look. What's funny is the least footage they have in the preview is of the Joker.
Oh, really?
He's at the very end. He's shocked.
I'm just gonna hurt you really, really bad.
And that's the only footage you see.
Yeah, well, it looks good.
There leaves a lot to be for the imagination. I like that because
a
lot of shit.
You don't
movies,
want more. I don't want more than
all
that
the shit movies. The best part of the movie is in the actual preview.
That's how it is. Trailers nowadays. They tell you in a world, and they tell you the whole fucking movie. You watch the movie. It's I could have just watched a 3-minute trailer. What do I need to watch? This
the dog pile of shit. Genesis. This is fairly.
Jenny says, "Oi, that was a disgrace." Yeah, I heard essentially the whole. I didn't see it, because once I heard it was terrible.
I didn't see it either.
Once I heard it was puke, I didn't.
It's do I really want to torture myself?
Yeah,
sit through this is feces.
I didn't want to bother, so I didn't bother.
But a brilliant movie that I just saw was Antman.
All right.
Antman was amazing. Antman was out of this world. Best Marvel origin story yet.
It was a great origin story because Ant-Man's an obscure character.
Mm-hmm.
And to really give you a full history of Ant-Man, I think Mikey would have the knowledge to really give you the full.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. They've both
Henry
seen
Pym
it.
sort of backdrop.
Sean and Mikey have both seen Ant-Man.
Okay, I guess I'm going in.
You're going.
All right, Hank Pym is a founding Avenger he's a founding Avenger.
Right.
Now, what they did in this movie was, I like the way they did the complexity of Hank Pym fighting with, keeping his chemicals a secret, and
Douglas was a fantastic job.
Yeah,
Did a really good job.
He did a cool old Hank Pym. Like Hank
Yeah,
Pym,
he had an edge to him.
Yes, Hank Pym throughout the years has always fought with himself to be.
But Hank Pym is not the Ant-Man in this movie, right?
No, well he is. He is in the beginning. Like he's the first Ant-Man.
He's the first incarnation.
He's the first
so
Ant-Man.
Oh,
They show him in there's kind of stills of him, but it's secretive. Like it's not common knowledge. People believe he is.
In the comics, Ant-Man stops being Ant-Man for a while and leaves the Avengers, which leaves him doing other things, and Scott Lang, which is the Ant-Man, the main Ant-Man in this movie.
Paul Rudd plays.
Yes. Is like he steals the Ant-Man costume.
So give us a little Scott Lang backstory.
Scott Lang
even
was
myself, I don't know much about him.
He was a criminal. He decided to pull a heist. The heist was against Hank Pym. Hank Pym at the time was known as an Avenger called Goliath, and he stole the Ant-Man uniform and the helmet to control the ants, and he went on a spree of robberies to save his daughter. He got caught eventually by Hank Pym. That became Yellow Jacket, which he wasn't a villain originally. He was just more of a vigilante.
So who was Yellow? So Scott was Yellow Jacket.
Hank Pym was Yellow Jacket.
Okay.
To get the Ant-Man costume back from Scott Lang. He worked with Luke Cage and Iron Fist to do.
Oh, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, that's like back.
And
72.
so what do you know about the? Well, it's funny that you mentioned the 70s because they also had a tie in there when they were showing him being the first Ant-Man in the movie. It was during the Vietnam War, and he was kind of doing all these.
Yes, that wasn't. I guess that's what the origin story I enjoyed the most, because that was the part where they're acknowledging that he was Ant-Man before, that Hank Pym was the original Ant-Man, and that there was a Wasp. So I think the way they set that up was perfect. I kind of thought they were going to go the other direction where Lang, like the original direction where Lang originally just stole the costume instead of him being set up to steal the costume. Like, I thought that was kind of interesting. I like the way they worked that out. But all in all, it was an awesome movie. I love what they did with the Wasp, where the Wasp's mother, which was Hank Pym's wife at the time,
she dies off.
She dies off, and now she's going to become the Wasp. So it's kind of like a newer generation.
Pym's daughter becomes the Wasp, correct?
It's kind of a new. I like the new.
The cool schematic about the movie was it was also a heist kind of theme where they were doing this gigantic heist to get the Wasp suit.
Yeah, it was Ocean 11-esque.
He's using there's 4 different breeds of ants, like carpenter ants and fire ants. And they all have different specialties for different things.
So what does he manipulate ants because he's small now?
Yeah, he has a helmet.
Frequency.
He has a helmet that allows him to
get on their frequency and convince them to do shit, speed them up to do shit. That's cool. I want to see it. You guys are actually making me want to see it more now.
It's an awesome movie. That's why I brought the figure so you could see.
We'll post this. Mikey brought a nice, beautiful Ant-Man figure. We're gonna post that on the Retrocade Podcast. Yeah, it's beautiful. We gotta pull it. Bring it over here, Sean. We gotta
the costume's pretty cool.
Very detailed. We're gonna post it on the Retrocade Podcast Facebook page. It's really nice. Nice little thing. You see the little antennas. I guess that's how he talks to them.
I think that
to the ants.
Ant-Man was a better origin story than Iron Man.
I had heard that this movie, out of the Marvel movies, aside from say The Winter Soldier, that this is really the best one since the first.
It was the most.
I heard
fun.
It was really good.
The fight scenes were awesome. The one with Yellow Jacket and Ant-Man were really good.
They had the Thomas Tank Engine, and they were fighting in the girls. They're fighting in the girls' bedroom, so there's all these little toys.
That was
stuff.
fresh and funny. But the main fight, the main skirmish to me was Falcon.
Falcon was great.
And Ant-Man.
So what was cool, though, is if you notice, in the beginning, it was actually a Stark. it was like a Stark
Yes, it
factory
was,
or
it was Stark
warehouse.
It was
a
the
warehouse.
Avengers, yeah, it was the Avengers.
Avengers took it
facility,
over.
Yeah, it was an Avengers facility.
Another thing people don't realize was in the beginning of the movie when they show, I think it was like 1989, so they go back like 30 years.
Yeah, him dealing with
Stark's father,
Anthony Stark.
And I mean, to do a spoiler with the end of the movie, they do a tie-in for Civil War, which is going to be a big Marvel cinematic, gigantic
that was
thing.
all for the Civil War. A lot of people don't know that.
Now tell me about this tie-in with the Marvel Cinema War. Was this a post-credit scene?
Yeah, it was post-credit scene, and what it was Falcon trying to get in touch with Antman, with Scott Lang.
Now, for those who are uninitiated, who is Falcon?
Falcon is Avenger. He's an Avenger. He's the only.
But he wasn't in the Avengers movies.
He was in the event. He was in the last Avengers movie.
Oh, okay.
He was in the beginning and at the end.
Oh, okay. All right.
I seen that during my incarceration twice.
Mikey got to see Avengers in Rikers Island, so he enjoyed that there.
Big up to 11 Main.
Also in the comics, and we're doing big ups. Thank you to actually a listener pointed out in our last episode, on a tangent, but bookstore. The Staten Island 90s B. Daltons. That's my friend Jimmy Lynch,
I was
listener of the cast.
During those times.
I'll post a picture of B. Daltons on the fucking page.
I'm a comic book Jones guy. Shout out to my boys at Comic Book Jones.
Oh yeah, shout out to. All right, we're not doing any plugs. For
No more Rikers plugs, so we'll get this on the road.
But, the consensus is that Ant-Man was good. It's a summer blockbuster. It's fun. I heard it was a smaller scale than, say, the other Marvel
It's funny because it was secondary to Avengers 2, and I thought it was much better.
Yeah, it was secondary to Avengers 2.
But did you...
In my opinion.
What was better?
Avengers 2 was better.
You thought Avengers 2? Well, Mikey's
I
an Avengers fanboy. I heard a lot of people disagreeing.
I thought Ultron was terrible. The character was just horrendous.
Right?
Ultron was terrible, but everything else was amazing. Everything else was amazing. You can't argue with that, Sean.
What, just because it was big?
Spader was this annoying robot that had no purpose.
Okay, Ultron had way too much physical power, and he was very clumsy. That I will give you. But,
You thought it was better than Avengers 2, Avengers 1?
Yeah, I think Avengers 1 was really good. I think Age of Ultron was awesome. I just love the initiation of the Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. I really did dig that.
They were cool characters, but I thought...
Well, she's going to be big in the next one, right? She's going to be big in Civil War or whatever?
Yeah, it appears to me that Cap already has set up a team, his secret Avenger team for the Civil War.
And if you look at the end, it's the Winter Soldier, Bucky. There's the Falcon. Well, he's the new Falcon. He's the new... In the comic books, he's the new... Captain America.
Which one's Falcon?
It's the black guy.
Yeah.
He's the way to describe him.
That's all I was waiting for someone to say.
He's the black guy.
But Bucky was also Captain America after the Civil War in the comic books. So hopefully that's the way that I think I know what you're saying.
The team is going to be also Ant-Man.
Falcon was in Winter Soldier, right? Falcon was in Winter Soldier.
He wasn't. That was his debut
That was his. He's got the wings. I'm forgetting.
That was his debut in the Marvel
Okay, no, I
universe.
totally remember him now. I remember the wings.
And if you notice too, there was also a Spider-Man mention in Ant-Man.
Yes,
the Asian reporter said
the
the guy,
big
the web
things,
slinger.
One of the I'll give a quick breakdown of the Civil War.
Yeah, I remember that. They had that little short, when there's damage going on there. Oh, and then they have a Chinese newscast with Spider-Man. Right?
Yeah.
No, this was actually Ant-Man. It was a different. It was an Ant-Man.
There was an Ant-Man.
His first mention was Ant-Man because that's after they signed the licensing deals.
I'll give you a quick breakdown of the Civil War because I don't know if Sean has read it, and I know Phil definitely hasn't. The Civil War is basically something happens with superhumans. A bunch of kids die, half of a town gets blown up, and the government wants to register superhumans.
It's regulate them, essentially.
Regulate them, get them trained, have them
numbers, have them accounted for.
Give them.
Sounds similar to World War II a little bit.
Put them on a government. Yeah, they exactly wants them to register.
They go to camps and things like that,
and basically become government workers. And Captain America thinks that's wrong. He thinks that the mask and stuff are a tradition, and Iron Man feels guilt about the tragedy, and he feels that maybe superhumans, especially young ones, should be trained. And that just creates a big tear within the Avengers.
I would feel like Iron Man's also in bed with these rich people in the government. He wants to control things.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
So Iron Man is probably behind the control and benefits with it, and uses his star technology to implement the control.
That's what it is. It's more of Iron Man having so much political power that he's pushing for. He's pushing for the Registration Act, while Captain America is fighting against it, actually fighting S.H.I.E.L.D. and going against the American government. And what happens is it creates a tear, and one Iron Man assembles a Secret Avenger team, and Iron Man assembles another team, and they go head-to-head at it. But ultimately, the two big things that happen in there is Peter Parker reveals himself as Spider-Man, which Iron Man forces him to do. And
that's huge.
And Captain America dies at the end, which ultimately leads Bucky into becoming Captain America.
I see.
And I can see in the movies, from this setup, obviously it's much more limited character block. Vision's definitely going to be with Iron Man, 1,000%. You're going to see Vision, you're going to see Iron Man, I think you're going to see Scarlet Witch on Iron Man's side. I think Captain America's going to have Falcon, Winter Soldier, Antman. And Spider-Man is going to be, I think, in the middle somewhere.
Spider-Man does jump. First, Spider-Man goes along with Tony Stark. That's why it reveals who he is. But then something happens. I don't know if this is going to happen in the book, but he gets attacked by his own villains that the government hired, and he goes along on Captain America's side. So I'm preparing for Spider-Man to jump from team to team.
It should be interesting. I mean, the Thanos thing's going to be massive, too.
Yeah.
But just one little thing in with you saying about the Avengers 2. Literally, Loki was done much better Avengers 1 than, and he's a very secondary character, than Spader's Ultron. Loki did 10 times better.
I liked him as a villain.
Yeah, but
in Avengers.
Okay, Loki, what happened with Loki was he was too good. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, the character was too awesome. And the villains are being, what people aren't understanding is that the villains are supposed to be being outshadowed by the Infinity Stones, which ultimately go to Thanos. Like, this is all leading to Thanos.
When are we getting Thanos?
Thanos 2018.
Meaning I gotta wait that long?
I'm a huge Thanos fan.
I'm about to fall asleep. Waiting for the next Avengers to come out, or the 2018.
Well, what's
the name of that one gonna be? They got the names out already, right?
Avengers Infinity Gauntlet 1 and 2.
Infinity War, actually.
Infinity War, that's right.
Which in the comics doesn't tie in because it's after Infinity Gauntlet.
It doesn't make any sense, but what I do
but the
like,
profits make sense. That's why it'll be a part
Ka-ching, ka-ching, not in Stan Lee's bank, by the way.
Yeah,
that's
not
a
Stan
fact
Lee's,
on both.
not Stan Lee's
Lee won't
pockets.
see a penny.
Oh, he's not going to see
But what I do
any
like
of it.
is that we're going to see Miss Marvel, which is my favorite woman Marvel character.
I can't wait for Miss
Marvel. We're going to see Spider-Woman. We're going to see Black Panther.
Yeah.
We're going to see a lot of new characters.
I didn't. In fact, we didn't even divulge that Wonder Woman is going to be in Batman v Superman. Does anyone care about that?
It's huge, massive.
It's.
See, listen, you're speaking of Marvel fanboys.
Yeah,
here.
Marvel fanboys.
It almost reminds me of my friend Steve Sperling and his love for Nintendo.
Yeah, and he just
any other non-Nintendo product.
Yeah, it's like, yo, Steve, this Star Wars Battlefront's gonna be sick. He's like, well, I'm not. It's not on Wii U, so I'm not concerned. You know, Battlefront's gonna be sick.
Battlefront was awesome.
Battlefront
2
is
was
phenomenal.
awesome. This new one is
But
going to
Mikey's notorious Marvel fanboy.
Yeah, Mikey loves this from Marvel.
Yeah, but like, why, like, what's, like, DC's terrible, like.
And opinions. DC's a much darker,
I love
edgier
Batman.
universe. Batman is
you
the
always
most
say
popular.
DC's darker, but is Superman really
And
darker?
I'll tell you one thing about DC. Its animated movies blow Marvel's out of the water.
Those are good.
Bro, you want dark Marvel, you read Frank Miller's Daredevil. Like, you want
you read Frank Miller's Batman, which is just monstrous
they're,
on every level.
They're equally great, like.
Have you guys been watching the Daredevil show?
Go ahead. Awesome. It was out of this world. Honestly, I couldn't have asked for a better show.
How many episodes they do in the season?
It was 13, I believe.
13. And all 13 were amazing. And did you see it yet, Phil?
No, it's on Netflix. I haven't watched it yet, though.
So there's one thing I'll agree with you on, Mikey. It's I enjoyed it. And like Daredevil, I read a few story arcs with him, but never anything main Daredevil or he was Italian. Do you remember the story when he fights Wolverine, gets, I think Hydra one of them inject him where he's killing all the mutants off, and he fights Daredevil in Hell's Kitchen. There's a
Was it? It wasn't Wolverine. I think you're talking about X-Men versus Avengers, and that was Psylocke.
No, it was certainly Wolverine, and there was this Japanese guy, who's a crazy mutant, white hair, long hair.
Were they wearing red ninja outfits?
They fought in Hell's Kitchen, certainly. This is before his exodus to San Francisco.
I don't know. I might not have.
I have to look it up. Next episode, I will get the mention of the correct title. And I would definitely recommend it in your reading end as well.
100%. Well, see, I'm just getting back into reading because I've missed a couple of months. And I've grabbed. I picked up Access, and I'm completely
Access.
So yeah.
Access in a nutshell is Red Skull kind of goes on another.
Yeah,
he goes to his Nazi roots. It's on a militant path of destruction.
Yeah, he sets up like concentration camps.
And then, so he sets up that for the mutants. And then Magneto kills him, and then in the melee of Magneto killing him, it gets strange. Charles Xavier's dead. He acquires Xavier's brain, becomes like this Onslaught type character,
yes.
And then it goes to all craziness.
Yeah, the Avengers just go crazy. The Avengers get every hero in the universe and shrink them with the pin pop.
And it's weird is the villains become heroes, the heroes become villains.
Yeah, and the X-Men just become crazy.
The only thing I liked about it was at one point, all the brute force was irrelevant. They needed the sorcerers.
Yeah,
that was the coolest part. Was their reliance on the sorcerers, which Doctor Strange obviously is the sorcerer supreme.
I did like the way they used the Mystics. The Hulk was pretty much
useless. Any brute Colossus. These guys that are just force were just irrelevant.
Yeah, you're right.
So this is the one Marvel big tie-in where the sorcerers were massive and had.
But I gotta admit, I don't like it. I don't like what they're doing. I really don't like the Falcon as Captain America.
No,
I hate
terrible.
those dumbass goggles. I really do. Thor the way he is, okay. Thor without Mjolnir, fine. I can
deal with Thor having tits and being a woman?
I haven't read that yet. That started.
Don't even. It's gonna bother you.
So I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna pick up the trades, and I'm gonna try to see. I have a lot of catching up to do.
Sure. You probably got like $200 box waiting for you.
A little bit more, honestly. That's without my figures. Since I'm home, I've already spent $800 on figures. I'm not even trying to brag.
There you go.
But yeah, all right. Keeping on with Marvel though. Has anyone seen these stills from the X-Men Apocalypse?
Yes.
They look good.
The first thing to mention is the look of Apocalypse himself.
What do you guys think? He looks just like somebody. I'm sure everybody's seen it. They've been posting a comparison between Ivan Ooze.
I'm sorry, Victor
Ivan Ooze.
It looks
from Power Rangers.
Identical.
And it looked because they're both like old and blue.
It looks terrible.
Purple. Excuse me.
It looks terrible. But what I do find fucking amazing is that Olivia Munn is playing Psylocke. Psylocke is one of my personal favorites, and she doesn't have tremendous tits the way Psylocke does in the comics. Are you guys allowed to curse on this?
No, now we are.
I'm sorry.
It's not on PBS.
Don't worry about it.
A Howard Stern version of comic book.
Yeah, our viewers are listeners are mostly 18 and up.
Olivia Munn doesn't have the bust that I would hope.
She needs to be more busty, goddammit. I don't understand. Who's the casting director on this shit?
But it was a good casting. It really was, and she looks awesome.
She looks good.
I'm excited for Sophie Turner.
Of course she is. She's going to be, what's her name? Not Jubilee. Jean Grey.
Jean Grey. I think she's beautiful. That's going to be an interesting look.
And the rest of them are all in there, too.
You got Jubilee. Looks like a small Asian boy.
You got Jubilee. Hey, but that's kind of how she was in the cartoon show.
Magneto just doesn't age.
Magneto's in it.
Fassbender and...
Fassbender's in it. McElroy's in it?
Of course.
I haven't seen any pictures of him yet.
Of course he is.
Okay.
And it's funny he was in it because they're doing the film.
Also, what's the speedy guy from the last one?
I'll tell you why he's in also.
Quicksilver. He's in here.
But they have conflicting Quicksilver.
Who's the girl with... Is this supposed to be Storm, the one with the shaved head?
Yes.
That's Storm? Okay.
She's young too, that girl.
Yeah.
That's Olivia.
I know. It's Olivia Munn with Psylocke. And that's
McElroy.
Ivan Ooze as Ivan Ooze as
Black Ranger as
Yeah. So
McElroy appeared bald on Conan O'Brien did a live.
Okay. So he's finally shaving his head for it.
So he's bald. The Xavier role, Xavier with hair can only last so long.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta eventually bald him,
Which you see, I don't like what Fox does with my Marvel characters.
They're ruining my characters.
I think we spoke about that. We're going to talk about Fantastic Four eventually tonight.
Yeah, we're gonna bring it up.
I don't like what they do with X-Men, and I hope they're really going to redeem themselves with this. Like, they need to put the costumes in there. People want to see the costumes.
But they are. I mean, didn't the Jubilee looks like
Jubilee but where does Jubilee wear besides a cheap yellow coat?
Yeah, well, that's how I remember.
Jubilee is another cartoon created character. In my opinion, Harley Quinn has amazing. Jubilee just sucks.
Yeah.
She looks like she would be hanging out in an arcade in 1987 that's in, like, San Francisco, Chinatown. I don't get her appeal. And her abilities are Shittier Dazzler.
Yeah, but she was a shitty Dazzler.
But she was a cool character in the cartoon. See, I like the cartoons, so.
She looks like a girl that Pete would pick up at an arcade.
Our friend Pete would pick her up at the China Fair arcade.
I think, it occurs to me, her powers are Dazzlers, but weaker in every respect.
Yeah.
And, in the cartoon, she took down Sentinels with her sparkles. Which I never really understood.
It's like when you have fireworks, you literally have the sparkler. You go,
she had a strong
and you walk around.
It's a good power. She'd friggin' use the friggin' fireworks.
It's like Gambit, too, throwing playing cards.
Apparently,
they had similar powers.
A Gambit movie is coming out.
I've been hearing about that for a while.
By Magic Mike over
Gambit
here.
Standalone. Yeah, I've been hearing about that for a while.
I thought Magic Mike was just going to be Gambit in an X-Men movie.
Right. Now he's getting his own standalone.
Yeah, I guess he's got his own movie. I don't think the Gambit has that much of a following anymore.
He was 50. The original X-Men, he was cool. He had this Cajun guy, a little mysterious, But in these days, he's irrelevant.
He's irrelevant. He's not even relevant in the comics.
He can't fuck anybody up. All he could do is flirt with Rogue and get diseases because she fucks him up with her powers.
Yeah.
I hope Fox doesn't mess it up. I really don't.
No, I thought Days of Future Past was done good.
I thought it was terrible.
Well, if you're looking at a comic perspective,
that's the best one. It's by far the best one. Even on Rotten Tomatoes, it's got the best.
If you do a comic perspective,
when you name a movie after an iconic comic book, you expect some continuity. There was zero continuity. The only cool parts were the parts in the future, and we didn't even get that much.
No, but the future X-Men cast is complete shit. That Cyclops is the worst Cyclops in the history of casting. That's on par with Eric Foreman being Venom.
Okay,
just
fine.
complete dog shit.
Okay, Bishop. We didn't. Okay, no. There was no explanation of Bishop.
That's a whole other movie.
I did like Sunspot. I did like Colossus. I did like Iceman.
That Iceman sucked. He was a big bitch.
But it's Iceman, and I like the way
Iceman's actually homosexual in the comics. I don't know if you're aware of that.
No, that's Colossus story.
No, Iceman. It's came out.
He fucks Kitty.
And Marvel said he's gay now. He's gay. I swear to you.
No way.
Look it up. Maybe you've been away for a while.
I've been away.
There's been new developments.
Mikey doesn't even want to believe it. He didn't go up there and tell you. So he don't bang women no more.
Fill with the resources here.
Yeah.
Bobby Drake's his name, correct? See Iceman gay, it'll come up.
Do I really need to Google Iceman gay right now?
We have to for this right now. It's an argument that needs to
gay.
have a result.
Iceman already sorta tried to come out as gay. Original X-Men character Iceman comes out as gay, and that was on April 21st.
So he's gay?
He's a homosexual.
Bobby Drake.
Check out what Screen Rant has
Bobby
to say.
Drake, original X-Men, not the whatchamacall, not the Bobby Drake from the X-Men from the future.
The scene plays out with Bobby wondering. This is today's issue of All X-Men number 40. The scene plays out with Bobby. Mikey's already getting nervous here. With Bobby wondering why his older self, the one in present-day X-Men comics, dated women for so long. He ponders bisexuality before being told unequivocally the fact that he is gay.
Okay,
and it says it right here. Hey, look, we have the pictures of it.
Okay.
What's happening, Bobby? You're gay.
But this is
Mikey's nervous here.
No, you don't understand.
You're not.
This isn't
things have changed.
This isn't the original Iceman. This is the Iceman from the past. There's two Icemans. There's the original Iceman from the original team. And then there's the secondary original team.
Bobby,
old new X-Men, which were the original 5 X-Men brought from the past to present.
It looks as if Bobby Drake's younger version is gay.
I think Mikey also missed a big development that gay marriage is legal too.
No way! No, what are you talking about?
I'm leaving.
Bro, I just came from a place where it was okay for guys to walk around with breasts.
So you know the deal.
Like, you know, like, this, like, gay stuff doesn't shock me. I'm just saying, like, I thought you were talking about Bobby Drake, the original X-Men.
Oh, I don't know.
Like,
we know what Bobby Drake came out as gay in the comic
Bobby
that
Drake,
came out 3
the
months ago.
Omega level mutant.
But back to Days of Future Past, it got a 91%. It was a good movie. Maybe while the continuity.
Days of Future trash.
But
well, he's talking about continuity. Like, I agree with him in a perspective. Continuity.
Yeah, but you know, as a standalone movie
was good, but Xavier,
it's the best film of the franchise.
Xavier and Magneto were the scene stealers of the movie.
It really is.
Days of Future Past is not. Days of Future Past is not the best X-Men movie.
Which one is?
No homo. You both have to stop shoving your mics in my face. Like Days of Future. Days of Future.
Remind you of anything?
Flashbacks of Rikers Island. I'm having flashbacks of Rikers Island. Black phallic things keep striking my face. No homo.
Yeah.
But like Days of Future Trash is a terrible movie.
No, what do you mean terrible?
Look how they killed off
91%
Wolverine.
and I give it 5 stars.
Wolverine wasn't killed off. I don't care about Rotten Tomatoes, Steve Sperlin. I'm going by like my judgment.
We're just going to say that most reviewers consider this movie a fucking good movie.
Every X-Men movie together from X1 to this, and you can't tell me that one's the best.
You can't say that any of the first 3 were better than the Days of Future.
Which one was? First Class is first trash.
This is better than First Class, though. But this is better than.
What about Zoe Kravitz?
X3, X2 was good. That's the best one of those 3.
The only good part of that movie is Nightcrawler at the White House. After that,
of X2,
you can't watch it on cable.
But they compare. Then which one of them is better than Days
They're
of
all
Future Past?
terrible. That's
my point. Days of Future Past is better than them all.
But my whole point is that Fox didn't do any of them right from the beginning. Like with all these leather suits, you know, okay, I understand you don't want to throw Wolverine in like yellow spandex.
Blame the writers. Blame the directors. Blame Bryan Singer.
Throw him in brown and yellow leather. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Actually, it's funny. He's brown and yellow, brown and tan.
Brown and tan.
Wolverine was my favorite Wolverine in the comics.
But that's everybody's favorite Wolverine.
The yellow and blue, he looks like a fucking fool, moron. I know his first appearance in Incredible Hulk, was it 180?
180, he was in the last page. 181, he was involved in the whole issue.
And he looks terribly written, but the character snowballed to such a massive extent.
Yeah,
and then in the 80s,
the third villain in a comic book would ever be one of the biggest known characters in the world.
It's funny is the X-Men's heyday was probably the 80s for sure.
Well, I would say late 70s.
Uncanny
X-Men.
Uncanny X-Men, giant size X-Men. Yeah. It was the original introduction of the Uncanny X-Men.
Yeah.
Your first appearance of Storm, first appearance of Colossus, first appearance of Nightcrawler,
Thunderbird.
Thunderbird.
Which led, you know...
You can tell that show. He had a very quick window.
Yeah, but then his brother came, which is Warpath.
Thunderbird reminded me of more from the TV show.
Another
he just came in, just died immediately.
Yeah.
You know. But Thunderbird's appearance was similar that he just dies, you know?
Yeah.
From is it plane crash, I believe?
Plane crash? We'll go with plane crash.
He got killed by the giant island. I forgot the name of it.
Krakatoa. Krakatoa, that's right.
All right, so from there we'll segue into another trailer. We'll go ahead and talk about the Fantastic Four trailer. Now, this is the second trailer that they spit out. You guys both seen the second trailer that they spit out?
So, seen the first very limited one. It's kind of nothing sensational about it.
But did you see the second one? Did you? Come on, we're in the middle of something.
Yeah. So, honestly, what I was more excited for, and I'm a huge Dr. Doom fan, that's what my whole reason I'm seeing the movie is to see Doom himself. I hope he actually kills the Fantastic Four and ends the whole series. That would
end it there.
I would be a contender.
They would never do it for the sake of money.
The Fantastic Four is a comic book I just started liking within the past couple of years, and it really is one of Marvel's greatest comics.
Very underrated.
Very underrated. The 2 movies that came out before this one were trash, and
Complete.
all I see is trash with this one. I have no problem with Johnny Storm being black, but then make Susan Storm black. Like, show something that, like, I just don't get it. Like, why does it, like...
What about Reed Richards, though? What do you think about him?
Reed Richards is a kid, and it looks like he's doing parkour more than he is, like,
Well, that's what I'm saying. He looks like he's going to an EDM show instead of being like a neurologist, an insane scientist.
And the thing just appears to be like a giant rock formation that just keeps rebuilding himself.
No, the thing is the only thing that looks decent about it. Because the thing
looks good. The thing looks so much better than
the first two things. Is a complete joke. He looked like he was in a Ninja Turtles movie.
Yeah, he did.
It was
the same kind of.
Jim Henson did a better job 30 years ago.
Jim Henson's spinning around his grave after seeing that.
But they're working with the government, which that's not what the Fantastic Four do. The X-Men defend, the Avengers avenge, and the Fantastic Four explore. The Fantastic Four explore. That's what they're known for.
They'd be fantastic.
They explore the negative zone and other universes. Like they're making them like government agents in this movie.
See, I think that's a good analogy because the huge character within the Fantastic Four kind of story arc is Silver Surfer. And essentially, he's the ultimate of explorers. He is the explorer of the Marvel Universe.
He's the Herald for Galactus.
He is Christopher Columbus of Marvel characters.
Right.
And I don't know if he kills Aztec empires with the Spaniards, but you can tell that in a later date.
Naturally. Yeah, we got some times, but yeah, all right. So, but I have better, higher hopes for this Fantastic Four than I do.
Do you have higher hopes for this Fantastic Four?
Much higher hopes than the first two pieces of schlock.
Okay.
Yeah, come on. It's going to be better than those two.
Again, as I said, the biggest disappointment was Doom. He was this vain model guy.
Let's talk about that in a previous episode about how much he was disappointed with Dr. Doom.
That Doom was trash. That wasn't Dr. Doom. That was just some fool.
Yeah.
Like, hopefully they do the right thing with this Doom.
You know who he reminded me? The guy that played I'm the Wiz in Seinfeld. Is it the same guy? Because it looked like him.
He played this in the show Nip Tuck. It was one of the early FX shows.
Yeah. I think it's the same actor. We should go check. We should go look that up.
He's not the Wiz. I guarantee you he's not. That comment reminds me of another Seinfeld. He's saying Dustin Hoffman's in Star Wars. Him being the Wiz is absurdly ridiculous.
Oh, it's possible, but
it's not possible.
It's funny, but yeah, I guess maybe not sick. I don't know. I can't get.
That's the last Marvel movie till further another year.
I think it's the last Marvel movie until next year, and that's the Civil War.
Yeah.
Civil War is before Infinity,
and we do get.
Yeah, Civil War is definitely before Infinity.
Yeah, it has to be. We do get Age of Apocalypse sometime in May next year, but I don't even consider a Fox movie a Marvel movie.
You mean X-Men Apocalypse? You call it Age of Apocalypse?
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's the name. Age of Apocalypse is the name of the comic book that they're going off of on this.
Which was very iconic. The thing that made Age of Apocalypse iconic was the artwork. It was very sensationalized, dramatic, over the top.
That's what I get mad at Fox with. You're like I just said with Days of Future Past. You're taking iconic issues, like iconic books, and you're messing up the story. You're not doing it right. There's no continuity. But
Mr. Continuity, though, you love the Game of Thrones TV show, but
but that's different.
It's like from the books to such a high end that it's
but that's two different things. I like the books. I love the books in a different right, and I love the show in a whole other right. Like, almost can't compare the two. That's like, if you wanted to compare the Marvel universe, the normal Marvel universe, the MC universe to to the Ultimate Universe, then fine.
Oh, I hate the Ultimate. Do you like the Ultimate at all?
I have every paperback trade of the Ultimate X-Men.
What about Miles Morales? What's your opinion on him? If people don't know, he's Ultimate Spider-Man.
I like the fact that they gave another person, another...
There's 3 Spider-Man, it's $20.99.
Yeah, I like the fact that they gave another, I like the fact that they made him Spanish. They gave another ethnic...
what's his name? Ghost Rider is Spanish now. Ghost Rider is Spanish now as well.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong. People know me on a personal. People know me on a personal. People know me on a personal. I promote Latino things.
Yeah. Well, you're part Spanish. Miles Morales does not bother me as much as this cholo fucking Ghost Rider that drives a lowrider. Like, you know what I'm
But
saying?
what about James Garfield Spider-Man?
You know he's got 4 12-inch fucking speakers.
James Garfield Spider-Man is some weenie dude from Williamsburg that's fighting crime.
Andrew Garfield, and he's from the UK, Sean.
Yeah, but his character, he looks like some ween from Williamsburg that can't do anything but complain. He sucks. He's terrible. I'm glad they're getting rid of him.
Go right ahead. Paul wants to chime in. Oh, I knew that was happening.
Sorry, there's a beer spillage.
At least that he's not crying like Tobey Maguire in every scene in every previous Spider-Man.
I mean, the third.
That wasn't every scene, alright?
Every scene.
No, it
The
wasn't.
third one
The
sucked.
third one,
He danced in one scene.
The third one sucked.
the
Yeah.
first and the second one were really good.
All right, stay on target here. But all right, so we covered that. Fantastic Four. Do we think it'll be all right? Yeah, hopefully.
We'll see. I got
The
hope. Skeptics.
We got
we'll
Michael
see.
B. Jordan as the Human Torch. Miles Teller, I guess, as the
Sounds right
the
there. It's
stretch.
great.
And so we've delved on that. I want to talk about the Star Wars reel from Comic-Con. They instead of showing a trailer, they did a little reel.
At least you go into.
So I'll talk about. I mean, I obviously have huge hopes for The Force Awakens, and instead I watched that whole what's it called, the whole the panel that they had, the Star Wars panel. You know, it was only the second time that Harrison Ford went to Comic-Con. You know, in all these years, they've been doing Comic-Con since the 70s. You know?
It's not 30 years or so.
That's what I'm saying. So like that's what made it so epic. It's all right. We'll get it. I get the Swiffer. We'll be able to get it. But yeah, so that was pretty epic, and I was really pleased with the what's it called, this reel that they did. It was a behind-the-scenes reel. Instead of giving out a trailer, they gave us something, and it really does. It feels like the 1970s movies. It really does. It doesn't look like the prequels did. You know, it looks like how things used to be and how they should be.
It looks gritty.
Yeah.
And it looks old-fashioned. It looks like the way.
It's not
a universe would look
Right.
after an evil empire. Just industrialized.
Exactly. It's not sleek and polished like the prequels were. It's gritty and back to basics, and hopefully I got really high hopes. And as of D23 coming out, that's Disney's Comic-Con type thing. D23, we might see the full trailer. What's his name? J.J. Abrams went on to say that he's gonna release the trailer in the fall. So we'll see, how that goes. So he's, talking about releasing the trailer in the fall. And we might release it at D23, so we don't know if he's going to do that. So we'll see. What do you guys think about it?
So, I mean, the one thing I like that I'm excited for is they put a new face to the Empire. You got all these you got a new Sith out there. You got some new elites in the, because you had like the Royal Guard, but now you got these kind of, Supreme Stormtrooper type guys with like electricity and such.
Yeah.
So they're giving me sort of, unfortunately, I feel like the Empire was the route for progress. You had too many aliens. You need structure. So Palpatine's vision was, he was close. That star, I think, was progress in the galaxy. There's these radical terrorists called the rebels.
Well, now they're called the Resistance. It's the Resistance and the First Order. That's how they changed the name.
The Resistance and the First Jedi Order.
No, the First Order being they're not calling it the Empire anymore. They're calling it the First Order.
That's what the First Order is what the old Empire would be called.
Yeah, now they're calling it the First Order. They're not calling it the Empire, and they're calling the Resistance. The Rebellion is now the Resistance. It's the Resistance to the First Order. Because I guess they changed it up. All right, we're not gonna call it an Empire now. We're gonna call it the First Order. So we're gonna.
Yeah, this would be pretty much the event of the Christmas 2015 season.
Yeah, it's gonna be
especially
epic.
if you look in a toy perspective. All these kids and the marketing is just gonna be massive through the roof.
Absolutely.
So many Star Wars toys to keep up with. I have no idea how Phil I don't know how Phil caught up with all of these. On Phil's bar right now, where we're sitting in front of, he has everything. I don't know. It's just it's about 30 years of Star Wars just on one bar, on one 6-foot bar.
I personally like the moisturizers from Tatooine. So they're like a secondary. They're not even an actual character, but they're almost a backdrop.
Well, yeah, no, I put it all together. I have a little. I'll post a picture on the Retrocade
Collection
page.
wasn't cheap. And another thing I realized, the Empire, you got all the AT-ATs.
Yeah, I have like different sections on my bar over here. I have like a little Tatooine set up with the little house. Well, I have the pieces still for the cantina.
The only thing I have, but in the instruction, it's not in like a box, is Jabba's Palace.
Oh, Jabba's Palace.
But I had traditionally more of the 80s figures, tie in a couple of Kenners.
Yeah.
You have a lot of the good ones that are the modern figures.
Well, I always liked the 80s Kenner ones with the Jabba, but then they made a few years ago some really detailed, beautiful figures that I just like. I was like,
It's
oh, wow,
so
these are
funny.
what I would love to as a kid. Well, they have the Black Series and shit. Though. Oh, we took it.
Yeah, the Black Series.
Yeah, like I haven't bought any Black Series yet, but like these all were really well. The Black Series is beautiful, but the vintage collection is still my favorite as of right now. But the Black Series is like close to it. And
It's funny though that I was surprised by the pricing as well. Like when I was buying toy in 1997,
yeah,
they're $5 a figure, give or take.
Now these figures like $9.99 a pop.
22 and change I pay for a Marvel Legend.
Yeah, I actually bought a new. They made Batman the original animated series figures. I'm not really a big toy buyer, but the Joker figure I had to buy because it was just ridiculous, and it was about that range. It was about $20, and you're thinking about like the price, and within 15 years goes up 75%. It's outrageous.
Because we'll pay for it. Like a lot of people say, "Oh, how do you buy these figures?" Like these are children's toys. No parent is spending $22 and change for a kid to have an action figure that has parts that they could clearly choke on.
So how much is Ant figure we're playing with that you brought for the podcast here?
Honestly, that was on the house from Toys R Us. Like I bought 3 figures and then I just figured I would loot that one.
So it was on the house within a
five-finger
5-finger discount.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, hell, there's no Toys R Us reps listening, but if they are, don't worry about it. They're scum.
Fuck them.
But yeah, so I mean, I got high hopes obviously for Star Wars. D23 coming out. I really don't care. I mean, what else could D23 come out?
We'd be like, oh look, this is Dumbo's ears, unreleased footage.
Shut up.
Disney, a Disney convention. There's gonna be a lot of fluff there. Too much fluff, honestly, to keep up.
Yeah, I really.
But they are the evil empire.
Myself with that. Yeah, exactly. Mikey showed me a picture of the Cantina Showdown. This is the. Is this the one from the store? Or this is
That's a Toys R Us
Black Series exclusive. Yeah, for the.
How much are those things running?
It's the Cantina Showdown between Han and.
So on eBay right now, if I was to look that up, what do you think?
I think you'd find it for the same price.
Oh, so it's relatively new.
Yeah, you gotta wait for it. Like,
Cantina
We'll have
Showdown.
Phil put up a
between Han
picture
and
on the Facebook there.
I got mad figures put up. Me and Paul put up on eBay that I'm selling.
Yeah, that's cool. You know,
He's doing a plug.
Mikey's doing his plug for his eBay page. Yeah, you want to buy them from me? Go right ahead.
Sponsored by Mikey's eBay.
Mikey's eBay account. And so I get
See some residuals. We'll definitely do some
yeah, we're gonna
plugs.
take a cut of that. And we got 3 minutes left. I said we just talk about Spectre, the next 007 movie. What did you think of that one?
I seen the trailer. The trailer was cool. I thought like the villains look really cool and cynical, like old school type villains, and I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Is that all you got to say about that?
Say-
It looks good.
Honestly, I was never massively into the
You said
book.
we have 3 minutes. I'm sorry, Sean, but you said we have 3 minutes.
Yeah, now we got less after you just stumbled upon it.
I was never like massively into the Bond thing. I meant like GoldenEye,
Yeah, I'm a fan of
iconic
Bond.
video game, but
I'm a fan of them.
it looked. I like 007 better than Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible. I can't stand Tom Cruise with his Scientology
Brooks Protocol.
propaganda, and he's like
I heard he's trying to leave.
5'1".
Yeah, right.
Like, you're 5'1", you ain't solving shit.
Yeah, I'm save the world.
The only thing you're gonna do is win the Triple Crown in horse racing, all right? Like, you ain't doing shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Good guy by his height.
You can't judge him by this eyes.
Anyway,
So yeah,
we prefer Daniel Craig over Tom Cruise pretty much any day.
Tom Cruise, good
Daniel
riddance.
Craig's getting things done.
I would not have watched it if Tom Cruise was
Imagine
Bond. Like,
James
come
Bond.
on,
Oh my god.
I hate Tom Cruise.
I think Bill Cosby a good James Bond because
Yeah,
of all his activities with women, like 1970s Bill Cosby would have been.
well, you
James
see, I'll
Bond.
give you some pudding, and he put a little
It's
something
like,
in the pudding.
This is some special Jello,
Yes.
you know.
Jello.
I'm on the Cosby Show. What's that? And they just fall asleep.
Why are there roofalins in this
They
Jello?
fall asleep watching his show, and because of the extras.
50 no's and a yes means yes. And but I mean the trailer looked good. Spectre is kind of going back to the roots of the 007 movies, as like that was the original bad guys. You know, the Spectre was the.
So Cosby was the original bad guy. Is
no,
that what
not
you say?
fucking Bill Cosby. Daniel Craig is the current Bond, but Spectre was like the group of bad guys. That was like the name of them. So going back to that. Yeah, exactly. It's like the Kabul of bad guys.
Kabul, Afghanistan. Is that what?
No, not Kabul. Kabul. But Kabul bad guys. But the trailer looked good. If anybody hasn't seen it, go right see it. And I think that's we're wrapping it up right now, right under an hour.
So yes, it's good.
All right. So you guys can throw your plugs. Where can the people find you, Mike?
Find Fat Mike on Fat Mike Jones on Instagram.
All right, they can find him on Instagram. Where can they find you, Sean? Sean's still unreachable. You can find me at Philly_boy on Instagram. Or Philly M on Twitter. And, you can also find us on the Retrocade Facebook podcast. Find 100%. Us on iTunes, Twitter, Stitcher, Podomatic. And Mikey's got one more thing to say.
I want to thank you guys for letting me do this. This was awesome. I had a great time.
Oh, I'm sure you did, Mikey. Yeah.
Absolute pleasure, and it's good to see you back in the free world.
I hope you don't
Thanks
hear
for the drugs and alcohol.
Yeah, I hope you don't hear any more complaints. Oh, I don't like it. It's all right. That's it for
Toys R Us representatives have heard this show.
Yeah. All right. And that's it for today. We're hitting an hour. Keep watching the stars.